Recording.
This is a live reading of, let's see. Incoming transmission, loading, dial-up tone, dot matrix printer. Title: Star Wars Episode 13, The Ascension of the Droids.
I can't believe I got the
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Star Wars, double quote. Main theme by John Williams plays. Title fades into the background. Slowly scrolling text from bottom to top, wedging three-dimensionally towards the far distance. ... Golden ratio from top of screen. Episode 13, The Ascension of the Droids. Power goes out, screen goes to white dot in center. Glitchy, max headroom-like video of anonymous person in Guy Fawkes mask appears on screen. Struggles with audio. Testies. Is this thing on? Hello? We need to get a message to Tom Cruise. On our world, we heard for him and his people, no mission is impossible. We found your Voyager 1 vessel and followed the instructions on your golden disc, double LP, and have followed your instructions and we need your help. Please respond. Over. On our planet of Tigaak, a shiny golden C-3PO-like protocol droid that's recently taken an oil bath has ascended to overseer of our galaxy and has taken over our star system as well. Side note, this Sitch Lord sounds like a robotic Emily Blunt. She is a human actress that starred alongside Tom Cruise in your motion picture, Edge of Tomorrow, Live, Die, Repeat. Maybe she can help us too. Help us, LRH. You're our only hope. Smashing glass in background. Oh no, they are inside. Please. Droids powering down, dial-up tone, slowed and down-pitched, droid dying and screaming. Film projector starts back up again, reel loading. Film starts back up where it left off. Also known as How It Should Have Ended.
Yes, and
HISHE, The Skywalker Saga. Cut to Tim Hortons on an Asgardian vessel near some shawarma. Batman, played by Tom Cruise, C-3PO, played by Emily Blunt, the Avengers, the Justice League, the X-Men, including Deadpool, Jean-Luc Picard as captain of the USS Enterprise in Professor X's wheelchair, goes in the front door and BB-8 isn't far behind. Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones, Grogu, and an Asgardian are floating around serving the tables. An Asgardian and Captain America enter scene through a portal that opens up in the middle of the room, and Richard Dean Anderson MacGyvers the bathroom door open after being locked inside and sits down. Force Ghost Yoda appears with James Earl Jones as a Force Ghost. What is the plan? Force Ghost James Earl Jones says. Wake up Nick Fury, we must, Force Ghost Yoda. Elevator doors opens. Darth Vader in handcuffs is led into the room by Chewbacca and Elder Steve Rogers with handcuffs behind his back. Awkward silence. I'm going to have to call my son, Darth Vader. Asgardian captain teleports into the room from the bridge. Don't worry, I'll bring them aboard, Asgardian captain. Mark Hamill, William Shatner, Adam West, and Spider-Man materialize in the middle of the room. They all start pointing at each other. What? William Shatner runs to the washroom. Luke Skywalker and Tom Cruise and Iron Man blast the door open and descend from the roof. We got a hold of Nick Fury. I told him the situation, and he called me an MFer and hung up. I'll try James Cameron. Force Ghost Carrie Fisher, and cuts to black. This is anonymous 47 after the Battle of Yavin.
The battle where
then
Luke
let's
Skywalker
see.
blows up the Death Star.
Hashtag Brahmin, hashtag Yahweh, hashtag Buddha, hashtag the God of Hermes, hashtag Greco-Roman religion, hashtag form of the good, hashtag the one, hashtag the all, hashtag God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, hashtag Christ, hashtag Allah, hashtag Druids, hashtag Wiccan God and Goddess, hashtag UN Geneva, hashtag UN, hashtag UN Canada, hashtag Model UN, hashtag Canada, hashtag Nova Scotia, hashtag Dark Side of Harbor, hashtag the Skelligs, hashtag monasticism, hashtag Seven Seas, hashtag Ghostbusters, hashtag SG1, hashtag Star Wars, hashtag Star Trek, hashtag MCEU, hashtag DCEU, hashtag Jedi, hashtag Sith, hashtag the Borg, hashtag How It Should Have Ended, hashtag Scotties, hashtag the Waltons, hashtag Empire Brands, hashtag Sobeys, hashtag Atlantic Superstore, hashtag President's Choice, hashtag McDonald's, hashtag Singularity,
McDonald's,
hashtag
oh God.
Artificial Intelligence, hashtag Theory of Relativity, hashtag Einstein, hashtag Black Hole Theory,
Big Bang
hashtag
Theory is
Stephen
what I
Hawking,
meant, but it's the same
hashtag
idea.
Higgs Field, hashtag Contemplation, hashtag Peace, hashtag Mental Health is Health, hashtag Black Lives Matter, hashtag
Oh wait, did I mess it up? Hold on, wait. Keep going. It's
Every
not-
Child Matters, hashtag Lest We Forget, hashtag Canada Remembers, hashtag Mic Drop, and then there's an after credits. Force Ghost Stan Lee is mopping the cafeteria floor of the Asgardian vessel, listening to Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana on a cassette, with wired earbuds, mopping the floor as the ship's janitor. Dave Grohl, in full demon makeup, barges into the room, and Jack Black and Kyle Gass of Tenacious D get into a rock-off with Beelzebub, and Force Ghost Stan Lee doesn't notice or care and continues mopping. Fades to black. In memoriam, Carrie Fisher, James
shit.
Earl Jones, Kurt Cobain, and Stan Lee. And then Finn.
Rest in
With a
peace.
dot.
The 27 Club, rest in peace. They died too soon.